Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. I'm Carissa and today I'll be sharing with you more on what certain terms that I've been using in my previous videos, as well as these terms that I'll be using in my upcoming videos too. So firstly, do you know what it means by creating safe space and environment for people? It can be for people as in a group or even just one person whom you're talking with at a certain point in time. So creation of safe space and environment for them basically means that they will be able to open up and share with you certain deeper thoughts and emotions that they might be experiencing for themselves. And sometimes they are even able to share with you certain emotions that they might have been feeling towards a particular incident or event that they were not previously able to express themselves. Some people may not be comfortable with emotions, and that is also one factor that people might not open up to you. So don't take it personally if people are not able to open up and share with you certain secrets that they might have. And there are other factors that might affect them from opening up to you as well. And these factors include environment. Perhaps the environment is too noisy or too quiet, or may not be conducive enough. And another factor that could cause them not to open up might be due to the fact that they are not ready to even share with you how they really feel and think. So don't take it to heart, alright? And another factor could be that you yourself might not be ready and willing to hear them out. One reason could be a lack of time. Second reason could be your nature, example, impatience. And there could be various other factors as well. So I'm just sharing some that might come to mind. And the second thing that I would like to talk about is providing a listening ear. What does it mean by providing a listening ear? It is easier said than done, perhaps. And more often than not, we might find ourselves in a situation unknowingly where someone just starts talking about themselves or certain difficulties that they might be facing, and you are puzzled as to what you should do and how you should act or how you should react, right? And in this case, perhaps you can consider providing a listening ear. And what I mean by that is not providing advice to them, because they might be in a state of emotional sharing with you, or might even be in a state of ranting and just basically focus on talking about how they feel and think. So I doubt that your advice might be appreciated at that point in time as well. You know, what they really need is you just being there, providing them with your presence and lending them a listening ear. And next I would like to talk about is providing space. Now, creating safe space and providing space are two different things. And what I mean by providing space in this context would be, for example, if someone has just been through a breakup, or someone has been through a retrenchment, or just someone who has been through a difficult time or experience. You know, sometimes these people just need some breathing space, and they might not be ready to share with you immediately, or maybe even in weeks to come, about what they have been through and how they feel. So allow them, give them some space to breathe. They might just be in a moment of self-reflection, or they might just be taking some time to themselves to process their own emotions and thoughts and whatever that they have been through. So they may need some time to process the whole event and really to accept and embrace that whatever has happened has happened. It is not easy to accept something drastic or something big that happened in their lives, and they may go into a state of shock or denial or emotional breakdown, so on and so forth. So when they are ready, they will then share with you how they feel and think about certain things, and that is when you can also provide support to them in terms of lending them a listening ear, or maybe even providing advice if they're ready to hear you out. Now, I'm not trying to say that you totally don't contact them during the period where they are silent or like keeping to themselves. What I mean is actually just being there for them, be it your presence or calling them or messaging them. However, try not to probe too much if you sense that they are not really willing to talk about it yet. So personally, I feel that perhaps you can just offer your listening ear and let them know that you're available for them whenever they need. Some people might take a few days, some people might take a few months. So do remember not to rush them into opening up or sharing with you immediately after certain events happen to them, and actually be there for them when they are finally ready to share with you. You never know how much people might appreciate your presence, just your presence alone, without asking too much information or without probing. Of course, if you sense danger or something not right, then perhaps you should alert someone and probe more and show more concern. You know how sometimes we all go through a similar event and yet we feel and see things differently from one another, and that could also be because our past experiences that shape us are all different, so we may feel and see things differently from one another. And perhaps what we can do is to provide suggestions and ideas to people. However, ultimately, it is their right whether or not to take it up. Just like it is your right to decide for yourself if you want to go ahead with certain advice or suggestion that other people give you as well. Alright, so that's all for my sharing this week. Thank you for watching and see you next week. Bye!